In this class, we are going to see about millimeter wave communications, and the topic is antenna topologies for millimeter wave communication. So, we know very well the millimeter wave communication operates between 30 to 300 GHz, and the wavelength is very, very smaller in the terms of short pulses and need for millimeter wave antennas. Since these are high frequency millimeter wave signals, they suffer from severe space path loss like diffraction, scattering, multipath, and all other things. They cannot able to reach from sender to transmitter as line of sight. Signal blockage occurs due to building, vehicles, trees, and even the human body. So the directional antennas can be used for improving the communication range, and high gain antennas can compensate the propagation losses. And beamforming technique has to be used, since when we are going for a millimeter, we are going for arrays, and different antennas will propagate in different directions. Therefore the beamforming has to be employed, and these technique enhances signal quality. Characteristics of millimeter wave antennas: these operates between 30 GHz to 300 GHz, and they should be very compact. Since they are millimeter wave, the size can be in terms of millimeter or nanometer, and the gain has to be very high to compensate the scaling and degrading effects. And beam width has to be very narrow. Whenever we are using directional antennas, the beam will be a very narrow one. And directional radiation, it should support beam steering. Types of antenna topologies: we can use microstrip patch antennas, antenna arrays, phased arrays, horn antenna, dielectric resonator antennas, lens, Vivaldi, and leaky wave antennas can be used. Mainly, we will be using microstrip patch antennas for these applications because of their low weight, low profile, and low space occupancy in system on chip. This is the basic of microstrip patch antennas, where there will be a ground plane made up of non-conducting material. Ground plane made up of conducting material, and substrate above the ground, which is of non-conducting material, and above which we will be increasing microstrip patch, and this is the microstrip patch feed. And phased array concept, we all know very well. The arrays can be phased arrays of switched or adaptive beamforming. It consists of multiple antenna elements. All these phases are aligned like 0 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree, 135, whatever may be. They are going to be steered in right direction. So the combined beam will reach the receiver from the transistor. Horn antennas, these can be or of flared opening through which the radiation will be sent to the receiver end. It is highly directive, wide operating bandwidth. It is commonly used in radar system, and it is suitable for satellite communication. And these are DRA. These are dielectric resonator antennas. This uses dielectric materials, that is non-conductors, instead of metal. These are high radiation efficiency and low conductor losses. These are of compact sizes. It is very suitable for millimeter wave frequencies because these are going to reflect your waves back. Whenever I am sending a small wave in the size of nanometer or a millimeter, these resonators are going to bounce back these signals, and it can transmit towards the receiver. So lens antennas, these uses different dielectric lenses to focus radio waves. It produces narrow radiation beams. These produces narrow radiation beams, and these are very high antennas. It is suitable for long distance communication. This reduces signal spreading, since we are using lens to merge or to focus all the radio waves in a single direction. These are Viva antennas. These will look like a leaf shape of taper slot. This is ultra wide bandwidth, highly directional broadband operation. It is very easy to fabricate in PCB. These are the comparison table, and these are antenna types: gain, bandwidth, size, beam steering, cost, and main applications. Microstrip patch antennas, usually they have low to medium gain, and they are narrow bandwidth. It is very small size. There is no requiring for beam steering, since these will radiate in a particular direction, and the cost is usually very low. These can be used for smartphones and IoT. Antenna arrays, usually the sizes are medium. When the based on the antenna size, it will be made. And beam steering is limited. This main application: 5G base stations. Phased arrays, these are very high gain, medium bandwidth, and larger size. And main applications are 5G, 6G radars. Horn antennas are very larger in size, and these are used in radar and testing purpose. DRA, dielectric resonator antennas. These are of wide bandwidth and compact size, which are the main applications are high frequency wireless. And coming to lens, these are very high, wide, and large limited beam steering antennas. And these applications are satellite and radar. Vivaldi antennas can be used for imaging and radar. And main applications of all these antenna topologies are 5G and future 6G mobile communication. It is used for automotive radar system and autonomous vehicles. Wireless virtual reality and augmented reality, these techniques have already been in practice, and these millimeter wave will find a new dimension in these areas. And high speed indoor wireless networks, wi-fi gigahertz, can be used. Medical imaging and sensing, we use very small antennas which are very flexible, like graphene structures can be used here, since the patients or the humans cannot get any disturbances, or they'll not get any disturbance while on body or off body linking. Security screening systems and Internet of Things finds major applications, and aerospace and defense communications can be used. Fixed wireless access are the applications of these devices. And finally, we are concluding that millimeter wave communication is fundamental for next gen wireless networks. We can go for terahertz, which is also an emerging technique. And since if the 5G are fully occupied by the users, eventually we have to go into terahertz communication. Different antenna types provides different trade-offs. For example, if I'm going for microstrip patch antennas, they are of very small weight, very small space occupancy, but the applications are very limited. When I'm going for horn antennas, these are large size, but they are capable of sending the signals from transmitter to receiver over a larger distance. And these are the different types of topologies we have used. Phased arrays and antenna arrays are major things we have to focus when we are coming to millimeter or next gen terahertz communication. Because of their smaller size, a single antenna is not enough to transmit all the signals to the receiver. We have to use a group of antennas called arrays, and these patch antennas are preferred for compact consumer device, while horn and lens antennas are used for high productive areas like radars, militaries, beam steering applications, and high gain applications.